Armory. Is it shit or is it actually kind of good? Palmetto State Armory, what a fucking shitty fucking gun. PSAR is winning. Well, that's embarrassing. I didn't have the mag all the way in. Oh, interesting, interesting. So it is shooting low. That makes me sad. Alright. We've got a fun video today. The PSAR-15, Palmetto State Armory. Is it shit or is it actually kind of good? I've seen a lot of people online say, oh, Palmetto State Armory, what a fucking shitty fucking gun. And they clown on people all day that own PSAs. So I got drunk one day and was like, I'm gonna fucking build a carbine length AR to see if I like it. Cause all I've got is an M16 besides this. And it's got a 28 barrel and it's kinda cumbersome. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go on PSA with a budget of $500 and I'm gonna build myself an AR. And I built an entirely PSA gun. All the important parts are PSA, including the bolt carrier group, upper, lower, barrel, everything PSA. I've got a Vortex optic on it that I'm gonna sight in. I've never had any sort of optic on any gun. Other non-PSA. Okay, sorry guys. The wind kind of fucked up the last part of the video, but I was saying the only two parts that aren't PSA on this gun, besides the Vortex optic, of course, is this Pro Mag foregrip and this Pro Mag quad rail. And ironically, these are the two parts about the gun that I hate the most, and they're not PSA. So the very first thing I'm gonna do when I get more money for gun shit is switch those two parts out. But honestly, so far these are the only two pieces of the gun that I hate. Everything else is really good. So we're gonna sight it in. Alright, so why would someone buy a cheap fucking AR, huh? It's to get into the sport, mostly. It's no fun to watch all your buddies go out and have fun, and you're like, oh man, I'm interested in getting into it. And then go online and research about it, and be like, oh, well, I need to be rich to get into this, apparently, because everyone in the gun community is kind of a gatekeeper, kind of an asshole. So I'm here, I want to disprove that, I really do, but we're gonna see how well the PSAR holds up. I've got my range ammunition. I get my ammo from HSL, they're a local reloading company. I've been doing that for like 5-6 years. Never once have they had a malfunction. They have a shot-for-shot guarantee, so if you have a shot that misfires, they want you to take it out of the gun, bring it to them. They're gonna do some egghead shit, see why it failed, and they're gonna replace it. Like, I'm not even kidding you, they will replace a singular bullet. But I've never had to do that, and I've shot thousands of rounds. In this PSAR, I've shot about probably like 300-400 rounds. And what's nice about buying a cheap AR as well, I'm not a novice to the sport at all. I've been shooting since I was 12. You can buy yourself some ammunition and you can train. So when you get these people that are like, well, you need to get this and this and this, otherwise you got a junk gun, I don't want to shoot with you. They're not your friends, fuck them. You're gonna train way more than they are, because they just blew all their fucking budget on an open sight Daniel Defense AR that they're like, I can't scratch it. I only could afford a 20 pack of rounds. It's about sighted in. No, I just went to hsl.com and bought 500 rounds because the PSA was so damn cheap. So I'm gonna start sighting in the Vortex optic. Let me show you what I've got going on. Way down yonder, got a pallet with a couple targets stapled to it. Shit. I have a broken hand if you didn't notice, so zooming is going to be a bit hard. This is a DSLR. 50 yards downrange, I've got my targets. I'm going to shoot 3 shots at a time, make my adjustments based upon the group. And that's basically how you sight in a gun. Sorry for the fucking wind. Okay, we've got the first 3 in. No problems there. Well, that's embarrassing. I didn't have the mag all the way in. Whoops. Fuck. It's hard to shoot with a broken thumb. Okay, for real this time. Alright, let's look at the pallet. I haven't shot in a while and my grouping is terrible. But I was aiming for here. So we've shot, let's point to the middle, this square right here. So we are 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 to the right, 2 to the down. So we're gonna make our adjustments. And then we'll see if it'll hold 0 once I get her going. Alright, well I couldn't film and adjust it at the same time. But we got our elevation adjustment up here and then our windage over here. I adjusted them a few clicks based upon the squares at the target. So now I'm gonna do another group of 3. Hopefully it's closer grouped. And then repeat the process. Alright, walking up on the target. We can see much better. I would say we do not need to adjust windage at all. And I went a little too much on elevation, so I'm going to bring it 2 clicks back because I went 4 up. And then we'll see if we can get all of them in this beautiful circle here. We're close to it. And then I would call that good. We'll see if it stays grouping like that. And then I will finish my review of the PSAR-15. All right. I will take it. Once again, our elevation looks good. I think I might be flinching to the right, but we'll see. I'll shoot 5 next time. See how well it groups up, see if it goes anywhere fucking crazy. But I'm liking how this is turning out. This was a really quick 0. I've only shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're getting less than a fist size grouping already. So again, another win for the PSAR. Another win for Vortex. That's another thing people say is cheap. Vortex optics. Nah. They've got really good reviews and they've got an unbeatable warranty. I'm not sponsored by any of these people, by the way. But yeah, if you like break your sight in any way, for any reason, lifetime warranty. So save the box of your Vortex and you crack the glass, you fucking drop your gun on concrete, whatever. They'll replace it for you, no questions asked. Which is really good. Alright, so now that we've got our group pretty consistent, I'm gonna shoot more rounds and see if I can get a satisfying enough group. And then I'll throw something downrange to shoot at that's not that target to see if it'll smack it. Because there's a lot of user error possible. I got this broken hand, of course, so I'm actually shooting the rifle with one hand. I've got my hand on the truck bed like this, and then the rifle like this. Not very good for accuracy, I'll say. Okay, as we walk down range for the big reveal, I've thought of more reasons why you might want a cheaper gun. This is true in my case. I have a lot more hobbies than just shooting. Alright, not too bad. It looks like there were still more shots to the right, if I can remember, but I mean, we've got this going on, so that's pretty damn good. But it looks like they're all kind of low, so I might go up one more tab and then left one more tab, shoot another 5, see if we can get a good group. Anyway, why would you want a cheap rifle and optics? I like dirt biking. I've got this truck here. I like hiking, and obviously I'm filming on a DSLR camera. That's pretty good, so I've got a wide range of hobbies that I want to invest money into. If you pick up a cheap gun, your first gun, PSA, and you decide you like the sport, you can start getting more expensive shit and you know, really invest into the hobby. Maybe you're like some people and this is like the one true hobby, but guns for me it's one of my favorite things to do, but it's not the favorite thing for me to do. I don't go shooting nearly as much as I go shooting pictures or dirt biking. Like, I wouldn't be making this video right now if I didn't break my thumb dirt biking last weekend. So, you know, kind of an auxiliary hobby. Not something I want to fucking bankrupt myself doing, but something I still want to have fun, have something reliable. And that's where the PSA and the Vortex optic comes in. I was gonna explain to you guys why 50 yards. Ballistics, for whatever reason, 223 will shoot the same at 50 yards as it does at 200. So I sight in at 50 because I like to go hunting for rabbits and shit out in these hills, and there's a lot of 50. Look at that, shot through the whole mag. I don't even remember when the last time it was that I cleaned this thing, but got a whole 30 mag. So, yeah, doing good so far. Locks open nice. Beautiful. Now let's go check the target. No way. Score, dude. Some sort of foreign coin. Putting that in my pocket. Oh, interesting, interesting. So it is shooting low. That makes me sad. Damn. I wonder if this optic just isn't holding zero or what. That's why we have this one down here. I'm gonna load 10 in, and I'm gonna go up maybe 4 clicks, and then see if I can get a better idea of where we're at. I lied, I loaded 5. Looks like my buddy's about to roll up on me. That's always fun. Alright, well, the group was way up high, and my buddy that just pulled up told me that AR barrels, unless they're spending $600 or $700, will start jumping around once they get hot, and this thing was definitely getting hot, so I've let it cool down. I've brought the settings back. I'm going to shoot another 5 and see where we're at. Here it looks like I hit the center. I'm getting a little heat strokey, so I think that's good. I think we're gonna be fine. I think where I had it, punching that big ass group, I think that's as dialed as it's gonna get. I am being a little picky. The rifles that I had before I got into ARs were like 308s. Bolt action, fucking 300 yards, just like punching groups this big. So I am a little picky. And that's what my buddy said. So, you know, maybe I'll spend a fuckload on a barrel, but that makes a whole deal of sense. Because I just had like a 20 or 30 minute conversation with him, and I could touch the barrel, and yeah, we're fucking, yep. So, okay, wow. So once the barrel gets hot, it'll start to jump around. Interesting. Not too upset. I think that's golden. I'm gonna finish off this review. Alright, well, it's good to have buddies because you learn stuff from buddies. So I'm going to finalize my review of this thing. Yeah, it's a reliable gun. It'll get you started. It may even, I would use it, I would trust it to be like a home defense weapon. In fact, I'm running hollow points in this right now. And the Vortex optic can be used at night. Obviously, it's a red dot. And it groups pretty good. Barrel gets hot. It doesn't group as good, I guess. 223 is kind of notorious for that, as I learned from my buddy. You need to spend a lot on a barrel if you want to eliminate that and be a perfectionist. But yeah, it's a really sweet gun. You can't beat it, dude. $500-600 is what I'm into it. If you include the optic, and yeah, it'll get you going, and then you'll be like, oh, I have a special interest now. And you might end up building yourself an M16A1, using your AR knowledge, whatever. This was actually the first gun that I built, was this nice M16A1. However, it did not have the fixed carry handle, but now it does. So this is a real replica of the M16A1. It's even got this three-prong flash hider. Yeah. Why have one when you can have a fuck ton, right? I trust this thing. There's been no malfunctions yet. And you can abuse it pretty well. You can see all the scarring and scratches from me fucking around. And it's still working for me. So, really viable option. Don't listen to the assholes online who are like, oh, you're too poor. You're too poor, dude. You're way too fucking poor. Oh my god, I can't believe you bought a PSA. Those are such shit. Fuck them. Don't listen to that. Buy what you can afford. Buy a cheap rifle, decent optic, and a lot of ammo. And if the apocalypse does happen, you'll probably be able to outshoot those douchebags because they spent all their money on fucking accessories and shit.